I'm here to share about the journey of QMIS. The last 7 years was quite interesting, challenging, and really progressive. A special note of thanks to my parents to given me an opportunity to serve into an education sector, because I strongly believe that health and education sector are the two predominant factors which complements more to the nation's development. So I am part of it. So thanks to my father and mother for giving me such an opportunity. So in the year 2009, like when we wanted to start up a school, so what was the line of thought that we had? Usually, we have the chief guest, Mr. Ganesh Kumar Ramadadan, who is also the advisory board member of our school. So in the year 2009, when he questioned me, எல்லாரும் ஸ்கூல் வச்சிருக்காங்க, நீ ஸ்கூல் ஆரம்பிக்கணும்னு நினைக்கும் போது, what is going to be the line of thought? What is the center line that you think? We had enough discussion. Then I said ஒரு வார்த்தை நீ சொல்லணும்னா என்ன சொல்லுவான்னா, we said happy schooling. Okay, that's going to be the center of line. So to have a happy schooling, what is that? You have to be doing it. So then we started up the discussions. So with that happy schooling, how the ecosystems of the school has to be really developed, so that a child, each and every child in the school is being ensured on the happy schooling. So we then started to develop the vision statement. And the vision statement has how the infrastructure has to be, how the faculty members has to be, what is the roles of the stakeholders of the school. And looking into all of these things, we had 2 pages of statements which is saying what our kids has to be in next 10-15 years of time. Then Ganesh said திருக்குறள் மாதிரி இருக்கணும்ப்பா, 2 லைனில் வந்து மீனிங் வந்து இன் டெப்த்தாக இருக்கணும் அது. So in the ரெண்டு A4 வந்து why don't we comprise and put it into 2 line of statement which will have a holistic meaning in it. Then we said yes, our student has to be the leaders of tomorrow who will change the way that the world lives, learns and works. That's how the vision of the school was being encarved. I think almost 30-40 days of time we would have discussed enough on that. So a school has a vision. So what else that you want to have? Yes, there is a great vision statement. There is a great visionary people over here who is leading the team. That what else that you will have to be having it? Definitely the quality faculty members. When you are looking onto the quality faculty members, it is not about the core subject competency. The subject competency is fine. We don't have any difference of opinion on that. But beyond the subject competencies, what is that actually needed? Passion. Because when a teacher is really passionate, the teacher never sees a pain as a pain. She sees the pain as a gain for the kids. The determination for the students' well-being and the commitment towards the profession. So whenever we had a different phases of interview to recruit people on board, we ensured not only people who are subject competent, we also ensure that the all other parameters have been taken into considerations. Now the school has a vision, the school has a great team of faculty members. Now what is else that is being needed? We need a kind of a framework of curriculum which will tell us how the kids has to be educated. When at the year 2009-10, that is the year the Samachir all came into actions. So I'm not here to have a critics on the different syllabuses, but we had enough debates on why we'll have to select the CBSE curriculum, because it was on a rote learning of method. We should be different. We should not be on a rote learning. So we choose CBSE because of its assessment process, the way how the aptitude is being tested. That's more important, because we have learned a lot of theorems, but where do we apply in real life? So what is the aptitude? What is the benefit of it? So that was been ensuring on the CBSE curriculum, and we had enough conviction on that. So now we have a great vision, you have good people, and you have a framework. One interesting and alarming factor is each child, when the child has been born, 98% of the child stays unique. But after the child enters into the educational schooling system, after the kids complete 15 years down the line, it is only 2% is remaining unique. So from 98%, because of your educational system, the kids have been highly deferred by 2%. That is quite alarming. Then we thought like how a blended curriculum can be delivered to the kids, so that you make this 98 at least to 98, if not to 100. So that is running in the back of the mind. And then we thought we have vision statement, we have a good curriculum. So what is the kind of the co-curricular, extracurricular activities, the physical education activities that you can give to the kids, so that you imbibe all of those things and you ensure that this 2% is being taken into 98% of this. So we have clubs, we have different physical education activities, a lot of beyond classroom activities is been happening, but it is not for a namesake. Each of the club has an objective, and we do ensure that whether can we justify for the time given for that club activities and for beyond classroom activities. That objective will certainly directly complement to the vision of the school. So now you have vision, you have teachers, you have a curriculum, you have a blended curriculum. And what else? It was one more interesting factor. In next 10 years, almost a decade, 46% of the existing job will no more exist. This was an alarming statistics when we happened to discuss with our senior leadership team members. So நம்ம கொடுக்குற ஒரு கல்வியை வந்து அடுத்த ஒரு 10 வருஷத்துக்குள்ள 46% என்ன வேலை வாய்ப்பு நம்ம நோக்கி போகிறோமோ அதுக்கு இல்லை அப்படின்ற போது what is that 46%? So what is more important? The important is it is not alone the educational system, it is equally important how you give career guidance. So we have tied up with one of the largest digital online portal with Univarity, and we ensured from grade 8 upwards to grade 12 as to explore throughout the globe that what kind of opportunities, what kind of universities are there, so what kind of courses are there, what will suit you better. So all of these things is being taken care by that career guidance system. And then what is international? Those are the big question, because in the year 2009 you wanted to name QMIS International School. We were okay with QMIS School, but what is international in that point in time? We said like let's commit as international, and then let's do all of those things that it will contribute to the tag called international. So what is that we had in those days is the best practices and policies across the globe from different educational institutions were being taken and put into our own school systems, and that was being on process. There was an ongoing process, and we could see a lot of evident changes. Yes, there were a lot of challenges, but still changes were much evident. When we wanted to learn more, when we wanted to assess where do we actually stand on the globe, because we say it's an international school, we say we are doing great, good, but still somebody, an external organization, an autonomous organization should tell you what are the areas you will actually want to grow. So it is not to appreciate, we wanted to learn where do we really lag. So that learning took us to the process of Council of International School Membership and the accreditation process. 3 years back we applied and they rejected, because people said like we are the council usually accreditates the body which runs an international baccalaureate syllabus or an American syllabus. We never come for a national curriculum. But then we said it is not restricted to the national curriculum. What is beyond the national curriculum? What are the kind of activities that you do? Then the inspection came, then people came and they saw the school, they spoke to the faculty members, and the beauty of it is after talking to the kids, they understood something said in paper is not in paper, that is much more evident in actions. So that was a huge difference, confidence that gave to the inspection committee member, and finally we are happy to say that we are the first school who has a CBSE curriculum but still have taken an international accreditations. So this is not for an appreciation, this is for a self-learning process. So no, success and failures are parts of life, both parts of the coins. Even a ECG says when you are in straight line, you are no more alive. So success also we take up, failures also we take up. One thing what I would like to instill in this time is, here at QMIS we captivate all the kids with a lion's attitude, the courage to face the failures, the bravery to take up challenges, the leadership to lead the team. So I'm sure the success of the kids is ensured in this campus, provided all the stakeholders stay in the same page. The stakeholders meaning the parents, the faculty members and the students. So let's educate our kids to have one thought, one vision. Like a woodpecker, let us keep chip and chipping. One final day, the tree falls on. That day, the goal is accomplished. Thanks and good luck.